Hi, just going to give you a quick video about the monthly historic performance indicator for TradeStation. This is an indicator for both RadarScreen and Chart Analysis that allows you to look for historical patterns that you might be able to take advantage of. This indicator lets you look at maybe the entire month if you want to look at that. You can go back basically over several years and see if there's been a pattern that a stock maybe goes up or down in a particular month. And you can also just look at a part of the month. For example, maybe just the first trading day, or maybe the first 5 trading days, the middle 10, whatever you want to look at, you can do it with this indicator. So basically what we do is we use this indicator to kind of give us a place to look. Maybe you can create a watch list for a particular month, stocks that have a history of going up or down, and and if your system gives you some indication that maybe there's a trade, then maybe it's something you want to take advantage of. But again, that's your decision to make. And if you have any questions, you can email us. You can see the email at the bottom there. And also our website, www.historicstockdata.com, has a list of this and all the indicators that we have. Okay, let's get the legal information here. This is important. I would urge you to pause this video and read through this. Basically, we're saying we're not giving any type of financial advice. This is purely for educational purposes and not intended to be taken as any advice to buy or sell anything. You're responsible for any trading or investing decisions you make, so you should seek the advice of the appropriate professionals before you do anything. Okay, let's get going here. Got a TradeStation pulled up, got a radar screen and a chart analysis window. Just have the Dow stocks. This is being recorded on October 26th of 2013, so you can see we kind of got the updated Dow stocks up here. So let's go ahead and insert the indicator. So let's see. So it's a ShowMe. So let's see. I think it's this one on mine. I like to put it at the end of the list. We'll go ahead and format it. Talk about the inputs here. Basically, this is the amount of data that we're going to be looking at. The default is 4 years. I like to look at 5. So 250 trading days makes up 1 year. So 5 years worth of data would be 1250. And I'm going to look at the entire month. So we're going to start at the first trading day. Oops, excuse me. And then basically, there's probably about 22, 23 trading days in a month. So anything over that, the system's just going to default and do the entire month. So I always just put about 40. And this is the threshold. This is basically saying of the number of months we look at. If the threshold is broken, then we're going to have that month displayed in RadarScreen. So basically, this will be 5 months. So if we have 4 out of 5 months, 4 out of 5 is 80%, so that's bigger than 75%. So we'll be notified of that. And then we're going to look for both, months that there's an up pattern or a down pattern. And then this says if the average move of those, say those 4 out of 5 months that were up is greater than a certain number, then we're going to be notified. I like to say 5%. So if the average of those moves is at least 5%, then we'll be notified. This kind of helps me filter out, maybe moves that are significant. But you can put any number here, leave it to 0, tweak it, do whatever you want. And then this is just saying, well, let's see. Some of these indicators are for chart analysis, and we'll talk about those when we get to the indicator on chart analysis. So let's see. Let's go ahead. We'll hit OK here. OK. And so, let's see, then we need to come up here and we say, let's see, we got that. We need to come over here and put the same number of days as well. So once we do that, we should start seeing things populate in here. So yeah, you can see it's starting to calculate the number of days. And the way this display works, let's see, for example, let's take American Express. Like in March, it's saying this is the number of months we've that passed the threshold, and this is the number of months we looked at. So 5 out of 5, so 100% of the months that we looked at for the past 5 years, American Express was up in March, and the average of those up moves was 9.27%. So, that's a pretty good one, pretty consistently up. And also in April, the past 5 years, 100% of the time, it's had a significant up move in April. And then you can see, like, let's see, what's this, Caterpillar. So in May, 4 out of the past 5 years, it's gone down. And of those 4 years it's gone down, the average of those moves is 9.10%. So you can kind of see how this works. And let's see, we'll go ahead and insert this indicator and chart analysis. So to show me, come down here, 6.0, okay. And I'm just going to set it the same as the one above. And so there's going to be a display down here. Basically, we're going to mark the days of a particular month, so you could just kind of see it on a chart. I use this to, for the different indicators, the technical indicators I use, I go back and see if my indicators would have given me an indication to make a trade or not. So we show the target months. Yes, in trade marker, this is basically going to put a B for the beginning of the period and an E for the end of the period that we're going to show on the chart. And then this is saying show the target month. So you can pick a month, 1 through 12 is January through December. If it's any number outside of that, it's just going to show for every month. But let's see, for this example, let's go ahead and we'll say September. So we'll put a 9. And then that'll show us just how this particular stock moved in September. And then this is just going to show the month ratio. This is basically this little number up here. So this doesn't apply to chart analysis, but it applies to RadarScreen. You can toggle this little indication on or off in RadarScreen. So let's see, we hit OK. So let's see, let's go to, what did I say? Let's see, like General Electric in September. We can see on the RadarScreen the past 4 out of the 5 years, the General Electric moved up in September, and of those 4 months, the average up move was 10.6%. So a pretty significant up move. So we can come down here and we can see for the month of September, see here's our B, that's on the first trading day in September. The E is on the last trading day in September. So in September of 2013, it moved up, and just during the month there was about a 2.5% move. Obviously this moved up, and maybe you would have got out about here if you were following some type of trading system. But let's see, let's go back in time and just see what we see. So we scroll back, where this 2012, start of September, boom, had a nice move, 10%. Then we come along here in September, this is 2011, kind of muddled along, about 6%, 7% down. So, who knows if your system would have given you an indication to make a trade during this time. And we come along here, 2010, again, a nice 10% move up. So that would have been a good one. You might have got a signal to get in, probably about right in here by a lot of different trading systems. And what are we looking at? It's about 2009. Oh, a nice move here, about, gosh, 19.5%, 20%. So, probably would have, a lot of systems might have said get in somewhere around here. So, another good move. And then, what's this, 2008? And not a good move. But again, if it had a trading system, you probably wouldn't have got an indication to go up. So you might not have made that trade, so you probably would have been spared that. So just a quick example of how it works on an up move. Let's see, let's look at where are we at? Maybe Intel seems to go down in August 4 out of the past 5 years. So we come down here and we can change this. Push this to August. Say OK. And so now we're looking at Intel in the month of August, and we can see, okay, August 1st, we get our B for the beginning of the trading range, and sure enough, we went down about 6%. Maybe somewhere in here you might have got an indication by a trading system that there was a down move likely. And we come back, and again in August of 2012, had this, so probably about right in here you might have got a down move, but of course, gosh, might have ridden this down for a pretty significant gain. So this could have been a really good one. You know, you don't obviously you don't have to just stop at the end of the month if the trade is moving in your direction. So you know, you might, whatever your rules are for your system, you might have followed. But again, this looks like a pretty good one. And let's see. And again, here we are. Where are we at? 2011. Boom, had a nice down move here, 10%, 11%. So might have caught some of that. Goodness, here's a good one, 15%. Where are we at? 2010. Boom. So another good down move that the system might have alerted us to. And you know, here's one. You know, this is what, about a 4% up move. Where are we at? 2009. So you know, who knows? You might have had something. Your system might have said get in here and get out about here. So there might have been a slight loss. You know, it just depends on the rules of your system and the things you're comfortable with doing. So this is just a, like I say, an indicator that kind of gives you a place to look sometimes. Especially, I like to use it to go back in time. You know, if I'm looking at some new system or, you know, group of technical indicators, you know, pop this up and say, well, okay, would I have made a trade based on those indicators and the time of the year that I had an indication that something was happening. And let's see, just to show you, let's just say we want to look at just the first, I don't know, first 10 trading days of the month. So we can change this to 10, hit OK, and then it's going to start recalculating. And we'll come down here and we'll go ahead and change this one to 10 days as well. Say OK. And let's see, what's something, well, let's see, what do we got? Maybe Caterpillar, 4 out of the past 5 years, and the first 10 days of October has gone up. So let's change this to look at October. Okay, close that. So let's see, here we are, October, you know, first day of October 2013, boom, you know, we got a nice move up. Of course, I don't know what that is, maybe earnings or something came out and had that drop. So, you know, certainly, obviously, a lot of people like to be aware of when earnings are, so, you know, something else to factor into this. So we had a nice up move there in the first 10 days of October. Come back to October 2012, down move. Again, you know, any kind of technical indicator trading system probably would have told you were in a down move, so probably something you would have avoided. Let's see, come back. Okay, here we go. Where are we at? 2011. Boom, we got a nice up move, and again, you know, probably would have stayed in this one and probably would have stayed in to maybe somewhere up in here. So, gosh, that could have been a nice 20-25% move. Let's see, here we are again. Boom, you know, who knows, this might have muddled around, might have got a signal, maybe not. And again, sometimes I look at these, you know, just because this is the slice we're looking at, you know, maybe you would have got an up move indication somewhere in here. So, you know, it's just one of those kind of things, you kind of got to judge it, you know, based on what you know when there's been a historical average of going up. Maybe, you know, you take the trade a few days before, knowing that history kind of tells you that we might go up into a certain period of days. Let's see, again, here's one, boom, about a 7% up move. So, you know, you can see there's lots of different things you can look at and lots of different ways to use this indicator on both RadarScreen and Chart Analysis. So I'd encourage you to load it up for a few days, you know, check it out, see if it helps you out, see if it gives you a place to look, maybe helps you create a watch list for each month or first 10 days of the month, or, you know, whatever period of a month that you want to look at. So again, you know, my email was back at the first of this video. You can email me, and our website was listed there as well. So I hope this helps you out, and let us know what you think. Thanks.